watch this.
Woo! What's up, folks? Welcome back to another Now Watch This trailer reaction. And I was just about to clock out. I work from home. Clock out still, though, mental thing. And I saw that the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer has dropped. And I'm about to click it. Right now it's at 997,000 views. So I'm going to get in before the million view mark, hopefully. And just scrolling through some of these here, looks like the only thumbnail is this one that you've been seeing is with Rey with the blue lightsaber like that. And I'm just gonna say, I honestly, I mean, it's just a movie, whatever, but I am so nervous, honestly, about this. You know, like Episode 8, when the movie ended and people were like, you know, what'd you think? I hated it, and I didn't even know why. And some of that stuff has only just started realizing more as I started thinking about it more, like why it honestly was such a terrible Star Wars film. But man, I really liked Episode 7, and I loved Rey's character in Episode 7. I loved a lot of the things they did in Episode 8. Episode 8 was just so bad, but I don't need to hark on it. There's actually a couple cool videos that I'm going to link in the description talking about what they could have done in Episode 8 to subvert our expectations correctly. But anyways, so, man, but I really wanted to like Episode 8. I really did, but I just couldn't get there, even with trying. So, I'm just hoping that Episode 9, man, I don't know how they can dig out of this hole, but I'm really down to have them try. So let's jump into this here. Oh, please be good.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
Interesting font. Is this Kylo? Oh boy. Oh my gosh.
We'll always be with you. No one's ever really
What? Oh my gosh. Oh man, oh man, oh my gosh. So much stuff in there to look like. Okay, so this, man, okay, so I'm not going to do too much like okay, so on a cinematic level, like this whole spot right here, this whole really long, JJ's honestly just so good at this right here. This, all right. Come on, you can do it. This whole section right in here, it's this. They don't reveal something, or you're waiting. It's like, remember the opening scene from the trailer for episode 7, where it's just Tatooine or wherever that was, and then Finn stood up, and it takes you by surprise. So man, so similar to this all over again. So interesting. We don't really see. That is something so beautiful right in here. Oh my gosh. I wonder if Rey's ever going to actually work on being trained, but so cool. Not sure where that is. That's a pretty sick move. Actually getting to see Kylo be somewhat of the fighter and the intimidating figure that he was supposed to be. Interesting color palette there. Okay, putting the helmet back together. Man, so begs the question, right? Rise of Skywalker is, and man, so good to see some characters not being featured super prominently. The first Star Wars, the original trilogy, 4, 5, and 6, they got it right, like Lord of the Rings did, like Godfather did, like any of the big trilogies, even Star Wars, even Star Trek in some respects got that right, that you can only focus on so many people. And you don't have to just introduce new characters just to have a different, honestly, just a different race or a different whatever showcase. These are, what matters is, and it can be whatever race and whatever gender you want. That doesn't matter. The point is not just introducing someone for that. I think, you think of any of the really prominent movies that have had either a minority or an interesting character, Aliens, Black Panther. I'm a big fan of Creed, because that was that character's story. They didn't just throw and force something in for no other seeming reason. So JJ's getting it right that if we've got Lando, we've got Finn, obviously Chewie. Oh yeah, and then man, honestly, Lando looking really good. See, and Star Wars fans were so, I feel like we're so, it's two-sided. There's the side that's like, we'll never forgive for what episode 8 was and just how awful it was and what it did. But we're willing to move on if there's, because in the end it's like, do I hate episode 8 more than I love Star Wars? No. Like, I love Star Wars way more than I hate episode 8. And so I'm willing to bury that if they do. And so the number one big difference, I think, in the end of this trailer, what I realize, let's get this one on here. Come on now. Enough of the hugging. Alright, break it up, you two. JJ really goes out of his way to let us know that things are back on track. That laugh sounds a whole lot like either the Emperor Palpatine, or maybe Snoke. That would be weird. I don't know if that laugh quite sounded like his. And then, man, this is what's telling us that it's back to being a story about Skywalkers, as it should be. It really should be. I'm fine with Star Wars stories that are not about the Skywalkers, as I think everybody is. Like, obviously, I mean, people are clamoring for a Kenobi spinoff, right? Including like a Boba Fett spinoff or something about the Mandalorian would be awesome. It would be killer. But the whole thing is if 1, 2, 3 was about Anakin Skywalker, 4, 5, and 6 was about Luke Skywalker, this trilogy is a Skywalker story. And to like just change that in Episode 8, seemingly without any thought of the consequences, was ridiculous. So who is it? Is it Rey Skywalker? Is it Luke Skywalker? Is it Finn Skywalker? Probably not. But man, I'm not going to quite say that I'm jumping off of the Rebellion bandwagon yet, but this gives me a new hope. But that's it for me, guys. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited about this trailer? Does it make you excited? Did it give us a release date yet? December. Oh! Man, I'm going to be watching it again. Overall, I'm pretty hopeful. But that's it for today. Until next trailer, I will see ya.
This one's for professionals only.